to make it go
How
away.
long would that take?
Longer than the time we have.
Um...
Did you hear me?
Yes, we did.
Okay, sweet.
Eleanor, you're not giving me many options here.
Just give us some time, please.
Us?
I used to in a relationship.
No,
But we got in a
I meant-
relationship, then why are you stopping us?
I meant give us some time alone.
So you
Hey.
are in a specific relationship.
Yep.
Alright, I ask simply one more time. Why are you being so defensive of her? Who is she? What do you know? I did not think I would be interrogating my own friend in this room. Frankly, if this is the way things are, I do indeed question the pretenses of our friendship if you can't even tell me this.
I don't want to tell you in front of N or her.
Delanor,
Really?
who
Really?
cares? Districts are
I
disappearing
care, obviously.
left and right. Okay, listen, I get it. We all have feelings, but like, this is like a little important, don't you think? That maybe this is a little bit bigger than any single one of us. That maybe we deserve to get to the bottom of this.
Spontaneous constitution check.
Sorry.
Yes, anesthetic dot.
Yo. To Delano.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Does that
I don't know what the
hit?
roll
I think
was.
it hits.
What was the roll?
It was an 8.
Hopefully that doesn't hit.
Well, if Delnor's not watching her, it would probably have had advantage, but I doubt his AC is 11. That would be pretty
my,
bad.
my AC is 12.
So it does not hit. You feel
Does it,
something
like-
hit your armor.
I don't have armor, but
Well, your clothing.
clothing. I'm gonna look right towards N. And then back towards Victor. And I'm gonna say who shot me.
You're gonna say who shot you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Tell
standing
us what you
right
know.
here.
Otherwise, next time won't miss.
Alright, things have gotten quite hostile. But Anne, honestly, is the only one here, besides me, with the right intentions, Delanor. We need to know things, and if you're not going to cooperate, we will find out on our own, and under pretenses that perhaps you will not enjoy, as we once discussed. This was supposed to be your responsibility, and a part of that is sharing with the rest of us. And if you want to renege on your own deal, I will be happy to oblige myself.
After what's just happened, honestly, I don't think I can, at the very least, trust N. Honestly,
That's good. I don't need to trust you
just-
either. Especially with the way you're acting.
So I'm glad I didn't say anything then. Obviously, it would have been a mistake.
Uh, Alright.
I'm not
Fine.
telling you anything, Victor.
Wicked Wango?
Everybody just calm down. If she won't talk, if you won't talk, I do know someone else who will, under a little applied pressure.
If you won't talk, why is he still in the room?
I just grab Celeste.
Alright.
I'm gonna try to push him away.
Alright, give me opposing athletics checks, please.
What was that? I didn't
Couldn't
hear
have been Dex related.
Not if you're pushing, I'm afraid.
Oh no!
While they are doing that, would I be able to?
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun. Hang on, just a character sheet to actually pop up and find my keys.
It's alright.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, keys. Bloody hell. Done. There we go. That work?
Oh, God.
Towards Delanor,
I don't know what the roll was.
it was a 15.
Oh, nice.
Rip Delanor.
Alright, Delanor, as you go to push Victor, he doesn't move, and neither do you, as you feel a tiny prick, and you are paralyzed.
Oh my god.
No, it won't be a problem.
Frankly, this really did not go the way I thought it was going to go.
Has the same results.
I mean, I guess so. I want to take a moment and I want to.
I may be muted for like 10 minutes, guys.
Sure.
Holding Celeste, I want to kind of like take her head smash against the wall. No, I want to take her head in my hands, and I want to like examine closely like her eyes and like the state of her eyes, I guess. Like I'm kind of trying to see if there's any like physical ailments for why she's insane.
Alright, give me an investigation check. Or a medicine.
One of these things is better than the other.
Whichever one you want to use. Alright, so you look into her eyes. Blue just like a sunlit sky. However, you notice on the edge of the iris there's a red outline.
Do I associate that with anything?
Give me an arcana check.
God dang it! I want to do this.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Oh shit! A natural 20.
You understand that
Dang.
she is under the
Nice.
dominate person spell.
Oh shit!
Going off of that roll real quick, do I know if that dominate person can be overridden by other spells? Not like erased with like a lesser restoration or something like that, but like can other spells like counteract it?
Override it or something?
Yeah.
Just look it up quickly, because I do not know the answer. Not unless it is at 5th level or higher.
Hmm. Well, Eleanor, I hope you're very happy with this predicament. We have two paralyzed people, then there's me, and then there's Anne. I've kind of crouched down low to say this against your slumped body. Now, my dear Celeste, it would appear that we have to find something to do with you. Anne, do you happen to have any ideas? This girl appears to be under a dominate person spell, so it is possible that she was not acting of her own volition.
Oh.
But of course, she did wrong us regardless.
Yes, but can we just keep her?
You want to keep her?
Preferably with the body, but if she doesn't have the body, I do need another female head.
You want to take her head?
It is not the preferred means, but eventually, maybe.
That is a
There's a lot.
dark line of logic that even I wasn't going to go to. But we can consider those options in time. She does know things I'd like to know first.
Of course.
In the meantime, can we attempt to unparalyze the two of these?
Nope. He doesn't want to talk. So
What
he's
about
just
her?
sitting there.
I'll
That's
say,
embarrassing.
I'll say, give me a medicine check, and you may be able to speed up the process with some, sensual massage.
For me, or victim.
Either one.
Both.
Pressure.
Can you roll for me, please? I'm driving.
I can roll for you.
Thank you.
An 11 and a 17.
Yay!
I'll say, with some massaging of general areas, some pressure
Yeah,
applied to various points in
massaging.
the body, she is out of it. slumps to the floor and looks up at you, wiping blood that's seeping out of the corner of her mouth. And then
Hello there,
crawls
sir.
over to Delanor and tries to shake him out of it.
At least another hour. That's good. I do have a few questions, sir. What is your relationship with that guy?
She looks at Delanor, then back at UN. No response.
Oh my god, it's the same thing all over again.
I'm not
Listen.
fucking with you guys.
Delanor, despite his stubbornness, is my friend. No harm will come to him from me, but frankly, I don't trust you at all. You are awful. You attacked us, you betrayed us
I crouched
repeatedly.
down.
Alright.
I crouched down to her level as she's like, I'm guessing, bent over. What the fuck? Bent over Delanor.
Yep.
Milady, please. Sorry, I'm just regressing. What was I gonna say? Shit. Please, no harm will come to him. He's just unable to move at this time. It would be great if you would be able to give us any insights. Lest I dab another one in here.
We have to wake up Rin, apparently.
I should have pizza! Pizza!
You guys not understand
Yes!
memeing when you sing
Pizza!
Are you talking about the song?
Don't worry, I
Yes,
knew
it
the
is.
name.
song.
Wake me up inside.
Can't wake up. Save me.
me.
Call my name and save
Why
me
is it
from
really
myself.
loud?
Alright, so after you say that, Celeste looks down again at Delanor and then closes her eyes, defeated.
Hey, thanks for getting the food, Dad.
And I know him.
And how do you know him? What are you doing in my room, boy?
I've known him for years.
And how
He's
have
my
you?
friend.
Hang on a second, I need to go yell at my brother. I'll be back in like 3 minutes.
Alright.
Continue.
You know, Charlotte, friends don't attack friends. Can you explain yourself? Can you explain how you directly attacked him before?
Told me I'd be saving you all.
The one who dominates you.
You
Wait,
said I
what?
could save everyone.
You don't have knowledge of that.
I do.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. Get out of here.
It was when you were AFK. He figured out that Celeste is under a dominate person spell.
Oh, cool.
Tell me right now, am I talking to you or him? Or
Me.
do you like being controlled?
No, but I have to save everyone.
Clearly, that is working out for you. Well, I cannot speak for my paralyzed friend here, but I'm willing to bet that he's protective of you and he cares about you. How about before we go saving everyone else, we try to save you?
What do you want?
Your help. And more than that, hopefully, a you which is permanently more stable. What has been going on? What happened in. I forget the name of the places.
Brunswick?
In
Or elsewhere?
Brunswick. In the.
Ismir.
Krismir, thank you. And
Claygrove.
Claygrove. You had a crazy fixation on that portal earlier. What do you know?
It's a doorway. To where, I do not know. But it is not this plane.
Has anything come out of it?
No. Just him.
I assume she's just like the thing that controls her.
That'd be a safe assumption to make, yes. What is Victor doing now?
Um, well, on the one hand, Victor didn't really expect to be having a one-on-one in this room. He kind of assumed there would be more people conscious. Um,
What have I missed?
Charlotte, what is your real name?
Celeste.
Celeste. I'm going to level with you. Some very crazy stuff has been going on. Some things I do not understand, some things I'm not quite sure if I will ever understand at the moment. But there are tangible risks every moment now if we do not tread carefully. Are you at all interested in helping people?
I want to save everyone, yes.
Okay. Can you possibly phrase it in a way which is less psychopathic and frankly ambiguous as to your intentions? Because it looked like before you were willing to kill a lot of people with whatever that portal was doing. Would you be more willing to help people outside of the influence of whoever controls you?
Can, but I'm afraid.
It's okay. Prince Charming is lying on the floor next to you. Listen, despite the fact that myself and my companions seem to have killed most of your companions, my intention for coming here was to find allies and to find people who could help. If I can, I would seek you for that purpose. Would you be willing?
She thinks for a moment, looking down at Delanor again. Then she looks up at you and she seems to gesture towards him, trying to tell you with body language that she may be able to help him currently.
Nothing is too wrong with him. He just can't move. We'll be fine in an hour.
I can cure this.
I give her a slight nod.
I'll let you cure that.
The paralysis is no longer affecting you, Delanor.
What? I'm more or less one with the
I,
bottom.
I stand up and I instantly slap Victor in the face.
I
Do
don't
you take
even-
it or try to dodge?
Of course I try to dodge and do anything.
Alright, attack roll.
An attack roll?
Yeah, from Delanor.
Do I add proficiency?
I'll say yes.
Because it's Victor specifically. Any other target you wouldn't. Any other target wouldn't
It's a
matter.
wooden slap.
I'm gonna
You
go
know
out
what? I
on a limb
take
and
it.
say that
I
doesn't.
take it.
You
take
take
it.
it? Alright. You
Very
take a
weak.
slap across the face. No damage.
Would I have been able to hear when I was paralyzed?
Yeah, you would have. You're still conscious. You just can't react.
Alright, I would have turned to Celeste and given her a big hug and asked her if
Yes.
she was okay.
Told you there's a relationship.
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. She looks at the floor sheepishly.
Okay. I turn around to N, I walk towards N, and I slap N in the face as well.
When he slaps me over the slaps me in the face, can I hit him with my stick?
You can. You rolled a crit. A new slap, though.
It's okay. Dun 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 dun. Where is it?
The hand strikes your face with a thunderous boom. And you want to hit him with your stick?
Yup, and because I've already done Wicked Wango on it. Rip.
Alright, so Delanor, if that hits, you take 4 points of damage as N jams the stick into your sternum.
No, I hit him on the head.
Hit him on the head then.
Hit him on the head damage. She actually wrote it in.
I give a very light ouch as to maintain my masculinity in this situation. And I turn back towards Victor and Celeste and walk towards them. I turn towards it and I ask, what do we do from here?
Well, we have options, although a few of them are now off the table now that we are more fully aware of your relationship, which frankly did not really need to be so well hidden.
Out of character. What is their relationship?
Childhood friends.
Oh. Please.
Look, I probably could have told you, but I may or may not have been embarrassed. That's the simple truth, okay? Let's not talk about it any longer.
Embarrassed? I believe you said you didn't trust me.
I still don't trust you. You're a piece of shit, and
You're a piece of shit for trying to pretend to hide your to prove your masculinity.
Alright, everybody calm down. There's no need to hit each other again, sling spells. Celeste, do you understand that under your leadership, or perhaps the leadership of the one who dominates you, People have died. People have been misled. How does that make you feel, in short?
It's it's unforgivable what I've done. But if I do not do what he asks, there will be worse fates that occur. Worse than Krasmir, or worse than Claygrove. All of Kieran could be next.
Does he control this, or is he simply a prophet?
I could not tell you, I'm afraid. In fact, there's only so much I can tell you. I do not know if he is listening in on me right now.
I look at her eyes again.
Sure. There's no real change.
Alright, so with what they've said, that's just more or less overhearing. And it sounds. And laughs and says, people of Kieran think big, strong war keep small, evil things out.
And
Yes?
are you from beyond the wall?
Why would you think that?
Well, you talk about these things like an outsider, which is not like anyone I have ever met.
I believe I get perception or proficiency in deception. Trying to lie about it.
You may oppose with an insight if you so wish, Victor.
No, I don't. I'll just take it at face value.
Alright.
I don't know, it's like insight checking. Alright. I must be mistaken.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I pull Celeste out of Delanor's little continuous hug.
You find it extremely easy as she's slightly pushing him away as well.
Delanor, when was the last time you saw her?
In person. Not in dreams.
Oh, jeez.
The last time I saw her, as in seen her, or like seen her talk to her?
Seeing her talk to her.
Years ago. Years ago.
But didn't you
Jeez.
talk to her as she was Charlotte?
Hmm?
I look
As
at
she-
and then I just look back to Delanor. She's much changed, I believe, and has more important things on her mind than reminiscing. There will be time for it, but for now, it would seem that she is foretelling quite the catastrophe.
It was about this time that Isolde enters the room.
Ah, great.
Hey,
Someone else who
Hey.
cannot contribute to the conversation.
I exist.
I'm
What
going
was you
to.
saying?
Oh, that was out of character, by the way.
Not like anyone could understand it, anyways.
I totally didn't even think about that. She walks in, she's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Aşnaz kudu.
As he
Okay.
comes in, can I take a close look at get down into Celeste's face after she's pushed Delanor away? and more or less pretended to brush the hair out from behind her ear and pull a few strands.
Give me a sleight of hand.
I'm not good at these. Where is it?
As you go to brush her hair, as you say, she immediately snatches your hand before you can get close and says, "Don't touch me." She releases your hand. And she brushes her hair behind her ears for you, revealing slight points.
Huh.
Yeah, I have no idea what I could be doing here.
Delanor has a bump on his head. Celeste is standing without any restraints or anything, unlike you last saw her. Victor's currently grabbing hold of her, and yeah, Hen's just standing off by himself.
Right.
It's
I
all
see
day.
what's Oh, okay. Go on.
Can you understand me?
I nod.
Oh, that makes everything so easy. I wish I had learned this sooner. Did you all finish with Malik?
My mind's a blank. Did
Yes.
we-
Yes.
I nod to him. And I try and ask non-verbally if everything is alright. I
Tough question,
I try and yeah, if everyone is uninjured.
Did you ask if anyone speaks Goblin? Because I speak Goblin.
Roll the performance check for.
Yeah,
sign
give me a
language.
performance check, actually.
Oh god, this is going to be awful. Let's see.
Are we trying to understand your hand gestures?
Yes.
Oh,
Alright, so her hand motions are a little vague, but you get the general idea of what she's trying to convey to you.
American Sign Language. I see. I think egos are bruised more than bodies, although for some of us that happens to not be true. I think it is time we all reconvene. Celeste, would you like to see that your brother is fine? I hope.
Her expression changes into one of fear yet again. She quickly dashes towards
I
room.
pull her back.
Right. It's about there before you grab a cuff of her top.
Celeste, we are going to walk together calmly. You are not going to leave my sight for quite a while. I hope you're okay with that arrangement.
She nods.
I appreciate that, truly. Besides, it's the least you can do for getting us all arrested.
She smiles slightly, a pained one.
Gesture towards Isolde, gesture for N to follow. And we would like to walk and meet up with the group, maybe.
Righty.
Walk over to Celeste, completely ignoring Delanar.
Oh, my feelings.
And does she have any visible injuries?
A few horrible gashes from where Astrid managed to land blows. A couple of bruises from and burns from magical
How much
attacks.
roughly does she have? Because didn't I heal her for like 19 or something?
Yeah, but she's still pretty rough.
She has like 50 or something.
We did quite a bit of damage.
But any of them life-threatening?
None life-threatening, though she is still bleeding from several wounds.
Right then. I motion to... Actually,
Medical instructor.
no. I'll raise it until we're all back in the same place before I use this.
Alright. So you'll head back to the main room with the Vortex of Doom, as I've dubbed it.
Yeah. At least I
Alright.
do, with her.
Alright,
I'm following behind.
just drag you over.
Ah.
So you're done then?
We are. Well, at least for now, we thought it might be best to reunite these two for a little while.
I think that's a good idea. I think we have a lot to discuss.
I hope you have more to talk about than we do. All we really learned is that she is under the control of a dominate spell, and the user of such comes from that portal itself.
That
And I
would
point towards the vortex.
somewhat be related to what you learned. Fucking
Astrid,
damn it, like
what is
copying your
happening
accent.
with your voice?
I don't know. I'm trying. Ah.
Can I look up to
No
the portal
judging here, no judging here.
and see whether I'll be able to discern anything?
An Arcana check.
Can I use knowledge outside the wall to see if it's anything from outside the wall?
You can. This is not from outside the wall at all.
I'd like to give it another look as well.
Sure.
I want to see what I might know of it inside the wall.
And Arcana check, right?
Arcana, yeah. You're 17s. Alright. This is definitely a portal to where you do not know its kind, you are unaware, but it has a very unstable sense about it.
Can I find out?
Your thing specifically?
I think specifically. What?
And what is it you want to specifically find out?
I'd like to know if I'd recognize even the faintest thing about it.
Roll history.
Right then.
You do not. This is a strange, near, foreign occurrence in front of you.
Was that laugh in game or?
It was out of character. Pardon.
I
And
was,
with that, oh, sorry, no.
I was like studying this for like a good 20 minutes or something. Could have, I don't know, worked with me to try to figure something out. Because I'm pretty sure I already figured out that it was some sort of rift into the uh, plane that crosses with a divergence.
Well, I don't think Isolde knows anything about Astrid's findings, so I think she's just going to turn away from the portal and walk over here. I think.
There's blood at the floor.
I take a step back. Did anyone go in my shoes? Boots?
Some of it's on the
I don't
sole of
even
your
know.
shoes.
Ah,
Yeah, that's where Celeste was just standing, so a bit of her blood is pulled onto the floor.
right. I look to see if Astima and Victor are discussing anything that seems like it's totally important and that anything that seems like it's totally important and that Solid shouldn't interrupt.
Oh.
So did Charlotte actually, or Celeste, actually follow us over here? When I was trying to pull him
She
aside?
appeared to have followed. Well, she was being led by Victor,
Yeah, I kind of brought her with.
but she wasn't really tied up or restrained. He just had a hand on her.
Victor, I was hoping to talk to you not with her around.
As much as I am not terribly thrilled with this burden, this one I do not want to let out of my sight. She is very
Victor,
unstable.
we have 4 people. We have 4 people here. She's not out of our sight. We're just taking a few steps away.
Alright. Astrid, if you would please place a hand on her shoulder and look after her for just a moment. I will be back.
I drop Alec. Place a hand on.
She shudders a bit as you touch her. The memory of your fist down her throat, pretty fresh in her mind.
She's not raging this time. So.
I'm well mannered. Thank you very much.
Alright, so I move away and I start kind of whispering to Victor, but make sure that my back is to Malik and or Lenair, whatever his name is. Lanner? There you go.
Yep.
And I start relaying what he was talking about how a voice came to his sister and it seems to control her. And that the voice told her about the Divergence, and said that the Casimir and Clay Grove were drawn into the Divergent, which is like a place between realms. And it has a name, Rhinosis. And the description that I was given of the large gaping maw, single eye, and stalks. And I asked, have you heard of anything like that? I'm assuming I haven't heard of that, right? Yeah, so have you heard of anything like that? Looks like that?
Have I heard of anything that looks like that?
Yeah.
History check.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using all my good skills today.
Sounds kind of like a Greek, maybe.
Could be a Greek. Could be something beyond my comprehension. These are creatures that are a little bit more than unusual. But for what it's worth, I can confirm most of what you said, although in so many fewer words.
The thing is that Malik, perhaps Elena, seems to think that she's under the control of this thing, and he says that he can't really trust to defy, I guess, or try to stop her whenever she's doing something that he knows is wrong, because he knows that this voice inside her head is taking control of her. So I don't know how safe it is to go and tell her everything, because he never knows when the voice is listening.
Well, as I understand, it is a uh, dominate person spell. You can see it from her eyes just above the iris. I don't know if the glow there indicates that the spell is always active, whether it is currently being watched, controlled. I don't know. Honestly, I think we should try to override it if we can.
There's one other thing I think I should tell you. I I have the gift of foresight that comes very sporadically. I can read tarot cards, but that's not my actual gift. My gift comes from something a little bit different, and when it first came, I saw something that I pretty much haven't told anybody in a long, long time. But I think it might relate to her. Um, what I saw was a woman, wreathed in shadows, who will ascend to the path to godhood from lowly beginnings. Along the path, she would destroy all who bar her passage, as it's her birthright to make the pilgrimage. If she were to succeed, the age of man would end, replaced by an eternity of darkness. She will begin her ascension by first claiming a relic of great power, and using this, try to consort with evil itself. And then her influence would expand, claiming a district, then a nation, then a continent, then the world. And she will do this with a being of great evil by her side, a god newly reborn. Then, and everything was to begin when the walls begin to crumble. Now I know that hasn't happened yet, but these two kids were like, he said that they were poor little kids in a Drummel, and that's where they started. And
These two are from Drummel.
yes,
Wait, so you were telling me that you are uh, prone to fits of prophecy,
that's actually probably the most apt description for mine.
and this prophecy, just to recap briefly for myself, more than anything else, this one, Celeste, with her, I don't really know what it is, demon friend, abyssal friend, fiend friend, are going to ultimately cause the destruction of our world.
I can't be 100%, but it at least seems possible. It's a woman. She's got this shadowy being with her who has some powers, and she's taken over, a district. And that's kind of the start of what seemed to happen with it. So, in my vision, so I don't know if it's her 100%, but it could be.
I agree, potentially. It's worth mentioning, though, for all that we asked about whether they were responsible for what happened to this district, I am willing to say that I do believe them. That they were not responsible.
They might
This
not
may
be,
be
but what
something
about?
happening concurrently.
But if this portal here is linked to this thing that's in her mind, and the portal is the one that caused it, then there could be at least some sort of correlation, even if it wasn't directly her. You know, my vision showed a being of great evil, and it could have been the one that started this. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, but it's something that I'm worried about.
I'm very thankful that you came to me with this, and I appreciate your openness and your honesty.
Where's that guard going?
Just worming away from you.
Literally worming because he's all tied up.
Yes.
How the hell did you get out of the pit?
Well, that's not a pit, that's just a carpet.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought that was like an actual pit.
No, we've talked about it before.
I completely missed that part.
We could. I think we have questions to address the whole group with. I think we should all talk.
I agree. I just don't know. I don't want Celeste to find out about my prophecy, because if this thing is listening, and if it's the thing that I prophesized, it may try to do something to stop us from stopping it. We have to be careful about what we say in front of her. I definitely agree that we need to help this girl somehow if it's possible, but
It's worth mentioning quickly that isn't prophecy predetermined fate no matter what is known, what will happen?
normally I'm of that mind that it's something that should come to pass. However, well, you met Rhyme. There are many possible futures for humanity, but some are best left behind. I'm fairly certain that this is something that I was meant to stop.
You specifically were meant to stop.
That is what I feel. I don't tell people this because, well, first it would freak most people out. Otherwise they would, if they believe me, otherwise they'd think I'm insane and lock me away.
Well, it is good that you are in the good company of a number of degenerates, such as your insane self. I think that we should have a discussion. You do not need to speak of your prophecy right now in front of her or this portal.
Alright. I'll follow your lead then.
Move back over to Celeste. Oh yeah, other people do their
Can-
thing.
Isolde discern the relationship between Delanor and Celeste? Or did she overhear it or something?
Give me an insight check.
Right then.
Judging by the way they've been exchanging glances the past few minutes, you get the feeling that they know each other.
Alright.
Wait, who?
Well,
Delanor and Celeste.
Oh, who's Poe? Is that this dude up here?
Yeah.
Where's that random dude up there?
Oh, okay.
I still need to use medical instructor at least once. So I motion over to no. So I walk over to Asima and ask if she would be willing to help me treat Celeste's wounds, injuries.
Oh, of course.
Right then, so I won't lie, I have no idea how this would happen. Medicine check on Asima's part?
Yeah, whoever you are assisting has to do a medicine check.
And I have a +1.
If you succeed,
Oh, okay. I thought they had +1 before that.
yeah, you'll get a +1 to all to medicine and immune
It says
to
for the
critical
duration
attack.
of the exercise, the character being trained has a temporary +1. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
And if
my
you
thoughts
succeed, you get it
terrible.
for 3 days. You succeed in clearing up some of her wounds, so you now gain a temporary +1 to medicine for the next 3 days.
Yay for random buffs?
Isolde, you are quite a good teacher. I may look to you for instruction in the future.
I nod to Victor. Do I get the bonus to charisma?
Yes, you do.
Excellent.
She nods more enthusiastically than she once did.
She seems more alive, more active, more. I could go on, but I won't.
I pull out a little rope and I say Calipigian and I touch it to Celeste.
She flinches, quite confused. You notice turns into a dim cyan.
Like, oh look, you've got a pretty color there.
Isn't that the one? Isn't that the same color that I was?
I touch it to Astrid.
Bright cyan.
Wait, what is this?
Almost. I don't. It's a little rope. It changes colors when you touch it to people. I touch it to Victor.
Oh.
Bright red.
Ooh, this is a new color.
Ooh.
Red was always more flattering on me.
Yeah, it blends in nicely with his clothing.
I've just had a look at the wording for medical instructor. um. Sorry, go on.
Oi, Asima,
Yes.
touch the one who can speak common with the rope, would you? I want to be sure.
I touch it to Isolde if she. Oh, she runs away. Didn't I do it before though? Anyways. Oh no, that was Astrid. Maybe.
You did it on me and Anne.
She.
Oh yeah.
She never walked away. She is still there.
So you touch it to his old.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Wait, go touch in sequence, touch everyone in this room.
Oh, I can just tell you that. N and I were a dim yellow, and Lana was also a dim yellow, correct? I believe. And Astrid's this bright cyan color. Celeste is like a dim cyan.
What was Delanor?
Oh, I don't think I've actually touched him before with it. Where did he go though?
With your wording.
It sounded wrong.
Where is he?
He's over
Over.
here.
Oh, okay,
Just
he blended in a
staring
little
at
bit.
Poe. He's just staring at Poe.
Can I walk over and I just touch it to him?
There's a dim cyan.
And I call from across the room. Asima, if you would, please, touch the good man crawling on the ground, won't you?
I believe isn't he like screaming and cowering at the moment?
Yeah, he's trying to hide under the curtains that are lining the wall.
Jesus.
I lean down and I just kind of gently put my hand on his leg and I be like,
No!
calm,
No!
calm down. You know that if we were going to do anything, we could have just done it anyways right now. We did it. Just calm down.
In the background, he just
Wildly
hears me
enrolling.
chanting.
What'd you say? Adrian?
He's kicking wildly and rolling around. If you want to touch him, you're going to have to make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I just tossed the whole rope on top of him.
Just toss it on him? Sure.
Yeah, it's easier.
It is a yeller.
Do I have any medical supplies, like potions, salves, and the like?
You should have a potion, I believe.
Isolde, if I see you going for something in your bag, I do believe that the full healing of this poor girl can occur a little later when we are not standing in a room, which is much like an altar, and we can all work on it together. We do happen to have a real doctor standing right in front of you.
Out of character, I take your advice.
Are you talking about yourself as the doctor?
I mean,
Yeah.
we do have like 6 doctors on this team. I happen to be quite prominent in my own craft.
The hit new medical drama coming to screens near you.
Oh my
Victor MD.
With the Solid Belmont as the enigmatic, enigmatic retired teacher with all the charisma of a brick, but suddenly gets more popular midway through the season.
As Isolde is speaking in Infernal,
That was all out of character, by the way.
I do
all out
ask, where is Svetlana?
I
That's a good
believe.
question.
And that I've finally unmuted my microphone. Holy shit! And that is when Kostje, sitting on the altar over here, ruffles his feathers once, twice, hops down the steps. He looks up at everyone, and then he speaks in Svetlana's voice, saying, "Right here."
That is really fucking weird.
I look over to the bird and blink suspiciously. And that was actually in character there.
Kostje cocks his head.
I throw my head over towards where I heard Svetlana's voice, and I still look at Poe.
I've been here the whole time, listening in. But
So-
I was not needed, so I did not interrupt.
Where are you? Last time I checked, you're not a bird.
Hang on, sorry, I'm just dying. I'm in the apothecary with Pasha and Petra. I'm just speaking through Kostje.
Oh.
Yes,
I
it
was
is fucking
make-
weird.
This is Raven speaking in my voice. Um,
Um,
I was getting them food and warmth. They were very tired. Uh, you have to forgive me if I did not want to wait for your expedition into the rest of the manor.
so, what are we gonna do with these two now?
Well,
Kostya says, in my voice, I still don't know who that lady is.
this is the Lady of the Blue Mine,
Ah,
or whatever her title is. I quite honestly forget. Her name is Celeste. She was
Previous-
once Charlotte.
Yes.
oh, is that so? Hmm. Is that so? Ah. I assume that you've come to some kind of agreement, given how you haven't murdered her yet.
I don't know. Celeste. Lana.
So Celeste is grabbing onto my hand, and I'm like, I'm sorry, dear. You just had some hair messing up the beautiful design on your shirt.
My shirt is currently stained with blood. I'm pretty sure I don't care about how it looks right now.
I can help that if you want.
I just want to get out of this room with that thing here.
Fair enough. Is there another room in this manor you would rather be?
Wouldn't want to be in here at all, honestly.
Leave the manor entirely.
Okay, if this is truly the Lady of Want, give me heads up when you are heading back to the apothecary. There is someone here that wishes her not so good health. I'll need a moment to rein her in. You understand, huh?
That is a good point. The townspeople are very distrustful of you, not without good reason.
Does Isolde know that Celeste is being Celeste is was being controlled?
No, you wouldn't have been there to overhear that. Unless
I
the others
learned-
have told you.
Told you
No.
what?
Learned from Lena.
Yeah, you heard from Lana.
Right. I'd like to examine for any signs of it. Any signs that Isolde would recognize at least.
Yeah, sure, give me either medicine or investigation, whichever you prefer.
One of these things is better than the other.
And it wasn't
Not
that.
by much.
uh,
It seems fine currently. Apart from the wounds, of course.
I'm making note to. Well, I, out of character, make a note to give someone else a temporary buff to medicine later on.
Before we leave, I would like to take a moment to possibly take a bit of notes on this metal that the chains are made out of,
Sure thing.
because I don't think I can remove it or anything.
Alright, so you just want to inspect it?
Inspect it, test it, see if I could take it. If I can't, just write notes about it.
Oh, well, give me an attack roll.
Oh. One of these. Ooh, I know. Heated metal is a little bit weaker.
Alright, so your axe collides with the chain, cleaving it in twain, and it is instantly sucked into the portal.
Right, James.
I begin pulling Celeste away from the portal.
Mr. looks to Astrid and says in a panicked voice, "What are you doing?"
Just looking at this metal.
Seeing Astrid releasing the chain in the portal in a sense, I try to pick up
You
her.
can smell it, Mr. Delano.
Alright, I back up so far.
I look on, not really encouraging or discouraging Astrid's current course of action.
So
Rather curious what would happen actually.
After letting loose the first chain, I'm putting my weapon away.
Out of
Right.
character. Aww. Isolde got a breastplate last session, right?
That you did.
What?
Is it in my inventory, in my pack?
If it has been given to you, I believe Perry and Asima and N were the ones that found it.
Yeah, I had given Isolde the breastplate.
Alright. Yep.
Right. Does it seem like it would be stronger than my current armor?
Let me just have a look. Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
You know that this breastplate offers less protection than your current armor. However, you do sense that there is something magical about it.
Hmm. I don't have a way to store this, do I?
Give it to the blacksmith to inspect it.
Is that in character there or out of character?
No, that was out of character. It's completely out of character.
Right.
So
Does
I assume I see.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I assume I see Isolde sitting there staring at her armor and checking it over.
Yep.
Are you? What are you doing?
Say again, sorry?
I kind of ask like, what are you doing? It should be perfectly fine armor.
This... There's something about this, but I cannot tell.
Something like what exactly?
If I knew... I trail off into silence, remembering the time I got reduced to 1 HP. Rather understandably desiring not to have such an occurrence happen again.
Do you want me to check it out for you?
I nod, handing the... I don't know, is this thing heavy?
Yeah, it's like 20,
Well, I imagine
20
it.
pounds.
Yeah, it's classed as medium armor, but it is still weighty.
I pass the armor over to Asima. Then,
Alright.
with a nod.
This is a breastplate of swiftness. It increases your initiative by 2.
This will give you a little boost, I think, to go a little bit faster. Be able to get to do things before the enemy can.
My eyes widen as I nod. Did Asima pass the armor back to me?
Yeah, I can't use medium armor or anything, so she has no like, you know.
Right. I I head somewhere to equip it.
All right. As you do, you feel this uncomfortable warmth come over you. I'm afraid to tell you that that armor was cursed.
Oh,
The
There's a trap.
curse. You cannot remove this armor unless you are targeted by a remove curse spell. While you are wearing it, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against demons and saving throws against their spells and special abilities.
there's
This
a
is a
trap.
demon's breastplate of swiftness.
There was a trap, and I just walked right into.
It's okay, we all
Just got
walked
played like a goddamn fiddle.
You guys didn't see it.
I didn't know. That was funny though.
You should have given it to the blacksmith to inspect it.
I should have, but alas, Isolde didn't learn that in character.
Well, I'm pretty sure you guys know I'm a blacksmith, right? I've advertised my
She talked about it when we did the whole guild merchant, you know, boat.
Oh yeah.
That's how we got on.
Anyways, so we're all set here, I believe.
Oh, what are we going to do with this this remaining guy here?
I was actually about to ask Celeste
I
and
sort of-
Leonard their opinions.
I brought Poe over with me.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, the smell would be following.
Oh god.
Oh, what is that?
Would you be able to clean him up?
Oh.
I can't. I start casting prestidigitation on him.
Alright, it helps a little.
I keep doing it. Over and
So-
over.
This is your underling. What would you like him to do?
Just need to-
Poor lad. Would you believe me if I would tell you that he's related to the Great Poe?
Do we know who this
Does
is?
does that mean anything to us?
Historian. Very famous in Karen.
Oh, hero effects.
him! Huh. And now here he is with you, acting as some common bodyguard.
Just get him out of here and let him head off. He deserves it better than this.
Would he take anything I told him to heart?
Poe?
Yeah. I told him to like not get messed with the wrong crowd and to
Oh, he wasn't paying attention. He was screaming. He was screaming so much he ran out of breath and passed out.
Does he? Oh, is he like unconscious currently?
Yes, he's currently.
I may have scared him just a little too much.
Perhaps instead of sending on his way quite yet, Leonard, perhaps you could watch over him while Astrid watches over you.
What?
I don't know, you're right there.
Alright. He walks over to you and holds his arms out.
Okay. And I just drop him on Leonard's arm. You know, Leonard's arm. Take him.
Just dump it on him.
Yep.
Wait,
Alright.
what did you want me for?
You appeared on the map to be watching Leonard What's his name? Pronounce it for me.
Lana.
Lana. But it looks like never mind. Anyway, are we all together? Are we missing anybody? Eleanor, get over here. As should you, Svetlana Bird.
Koster
Is
says
it a
nothing
bird?
weird.
Is it a plane?
He hops
It's
along.
He just hops after you.
He cannot be bothered flying. It's like 2 meters.
Here.
Just hops.
I pat my shoulder. It's an empty shoulder.
Koster looks up and studies the shoulder for a bit, and then he spreads his wings, his majestic raven wings, and he assumes his position on your shoulder.
Hooray, I have a birdie on my shoulder.
Do you say that in character?
No.
Okay, because he was gonna hop off if you did that.
Well, you get a nice tall vantage point from up here.
It's true.
You realize Svetlana can see and hear through his senses, so like, if Koster hops up on someone's shoulder and they're like, "Yeah, I got a birdie on my shoulder," Svetlana's like, "Nope."
Oh yeah, I know.
Alright, so shall we head out?
Let's get out of this place.
But Isolde know that she's been... Well, she's basically been played like a damn fiddle.
Oh, you know you've been cast.
Well then,
Right.
do
How's
I
that?
know the parameters of the curse?
How's the Tama treating
yes.
you, Isolde?
Sorry, what was that?
How's the Tama treating you, Isolde?
God.
I pick up a rock from the ground and throw it at her feet.
What? What are you doing?
I'm kidding. That was out of character. No. Right, gone. Nope. Never happened.
Alright, so the armor cannot be removed unless you are targeted by a remove curse spell.
You just sleep in it.
Yes, you'll have to.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean she'll
You
get
have
exhausted?
disadvantage against attack rolls against demons,
Okay.
and on the saving throws caused by their spells and special abilities.
Is it disadvantage against? Like, if you're trying to roll to prevent them from hitting, would it be a disadvantage or an advantage on those?
That's disadvantage on, like, say it uses fireball, you'd have disadvantage on the dex save.
Oh, dang.
You still get the +2 bonus to initiative though, so that's
Something.
swell. Just pop that in for you to initiative.
So we're yeah, Svetlana, we're kind of heading back to the house now.
Alrighty.
Let's stop the theme of Victor.
What? Is that what that was?
That was theme of Victor.
Oh.
Does everybody have a theme?
I didn't even hear any music.
GG. Alright, so you all head out of the house. As soon as you step off the hill, I'm gonna need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Ugh.
Oh,
Good
GG.
ideas. Wow.
When have I needed to do that? Yesterday?
Yeah, just do it for me. Just do it for me now.
Okay.
For
I'm writing as Koster, but that's Svetlana's constitution.
Yeah, it shows it on the roll itself. So.
Okay.
and he's unconscious, so it doesn't count. Doesn't matter. All right, everyone that got under 14 takes a hit of exhaustion.
Rip.
How do you put that in?
Nice.
On the
0.
main one, there's a thing exhaustion level just underneath your hit dice, and you just change that to 1.
Okay, I see.
And that means you have disadvantage on your ability checks.
Okay.
Right. So
While we're going back, when we're walking through the house, I kind of grab N's arm to like linger in the back a little bit. And when they turn the corner, I hand something over to her and then keep walking.
Him.
Him, well, I know.
Him.
I have in-character knowledge now, so I can now rightly refer to you as her without
Please don't die.
that'd be nice.
Sorry. I usually had myself muted so that you couldn't hear anything, but
And then you forget you're muted and you start talking.
well, I became relevant suddenly. So
So we're back at the house, finally.
Yep.
Hopefully nobody's trying to gut our guests.
As you're walking back, give me a perception check. Doesn't matter who.
Let me do it!
Someone that's not me.
Alright. Victor. Are you here?
Yes.
As you're walking out, Celeste points out to you Asima and Isolde, you also notice. But all the people, they haven't changed.
Well, I
Do you-
assume that would be the case because if it's not from Celeste, it's from that thing.
Right. The condition of these people is related to that portal.
That would be my best guess, yes.
Out of curiosity, what do you think would have happened if we broke those chains?
Not tell you, but I don't imagine it would have been good. Don't think smashing it was a good idea.
Well, let's hope we all have better judgment in the future. Oh god.
Would Isolde know that the armor or the curse are demonic in nature?
You would, yes.
Alright. She suddenly stops grumbling about the armor.
suspicious.
What?
That's
Suspicious? Me? What?
that's good.
I know you.
What? Suspicious? Me? What are you talking about? What?
Just digging a deeper hole, buddy.
Digging? What? What? What?
Serious question.
Yes.
Are there any forges in Runswick?
You haven't checked?
Well, I mean, we were wandering around town for a little while while
You
I
are.
was home.
There is one, yes.
Good to know if we plan on staying here for a while longer. Anyways,
I assume we head towards wherever Svetlana is.
We're going back to Gary. We all were before.
Yeah, you'd be heading back to the court apothecary. So what are you guys doing?
Oh,
Entering the apothecary.
yes.
Drinking juice.
I'm not too sure what room I'm in.
You'd be in, well, the what's his name? Gillum. He would have offered you upstairs bedrooms and stuff.
Oh, but we're all together in one room. Probably just finishing our conversation, maybe. Yeah, the conversation
Perhaps.
was not long.
Yeah. So you walk into the room and you find Svetlana and Pasha.
Oh, wait, where's Petra gone?
Wait, Petra, not Pasha. Pasha's standing outside the door.
So I've made sure that Petra isn't gonna fly off the handle. And I rise to my feet and I stretch out my arms and I say, "Oh, welcome back."
Jesus.
You're not allowed to die, that's my job. My job and mission.
Hello,
No.
Svetlana and associated new unfamiliar
Ah.
friends.
Yes.
Petra, dear.
Victor.
She feels she can introduce herself, that's fine. These two, Pasha Amelin and Petra Djilic, they will, well, I must discuss what happens next, going forward with you all, and they will be a part of it. Pasha, there is, well, I need to find some place safe for him. And Petra, I am to take her under my wing. As I should have done so long ago.
So she's with us now.
Ah,
Our group grows large.
wait, pardon?
I just said our group grows large. Not in like a bad way, just commenting.
So, I look at Celeste and Lana, and I frown a bit. How are we going to go about discussing this?
Are we all ready to talk?
I am.
Is everyone? Are we all just like in the same room at this point? All Jesus, 10 of us?
Yeah. We are squeezed in.
It's a pretty crowded master bedroom, but it is a master bedroom.
All right. Well, some things to get on the table. I personally think the first order of business, this one, and I still holding Celeste after all this time, gesture towards her. She appears to be under a domination spell. Does anyone know of anything immediately that we could do to help?
Ooh! I sit down in whatever space there is for me to sit down in and start flipping through my book.
Empty book to all us.
Yep, I'm flipping through an empty book to see if I can find anything.
Find 4 pages that have glyphs on them. The rest is all blank.
So,
There's a few watermarks in some as well. Looks like the rain may have gotten in.
I close it and then put my hand on it and then concentrate. Think of a rune that might help, I guess? I don't know.
No reaction.
Fuck. Well, I don't.
I let anyone else who wants to speak up speak up.
I mean, we would have to find someone with strong magics to remove a curse, like some sort of, a spell like that. And if it's as powerful as we think it is, I don't know if a normal spell would get rid of it. Can I look into her eyes and try to do like some kind of arcana check to see
Sure.
whatever I can see?
And if we might have to travel far to find this person, this strong mage, then for how long can we go before this dominate person takes effect?
So, looking into her eyes, you do notice what Victor was talking about, the slight discoloration around her irises. Currently, she seems to be herself. You have no idea when control might be wrestled from her. You know this is a powerful spell indeed, and removing it would be very difficult. Borderline impossible for any of you right now.
Well, of course.
Need to seek elsewhere.
Now, I know that eventually the spell itself will be in my repertoire, just not yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming I would have learned about it at some point, since like the other ones, I have access to all the spells when I get to that level.
It would have been part of your teachings, yes.
So
Though you've never, obviously.
yeah, but would I know if something like casting it, if say someone else were to cast Dominate Person on it, would there be like an opposing check to like bump that one out and have the new person have Dominate Person on that one?
There would be a clash, yes. Though you'd have to cast it at a equal or higher level, obviously.
This is not exactly the ideal, but the only thing I could possibly think of is I know Rhyme could actually cast this spell and try to take it over, but I don't know how safe that is, because it seems more likely to have backlash than anything.
Was Rhyme not in Claygrove?
Rhyme's not in Claygrove. But
No? Okay.
he's probably... Let me see. Okay, Claygrove? No, Rhyme's not in Claygrove, but he's probably somewhat close. I could try to get a hold of him. I don't know where he would be exactly right now.
Well, there's leads. Oh. Honestly, though,
But that's really not a good option. That's a really bad idea, I think. But that's the only thing I can think of, like, on the moment. Otherwise, we would have to find some sort of healer. Or
Well,
so much effort to
as
save.
far as Dominate Person is concerned, there are components where you can attempt to resist it. Would potentially a spell help one to resist it when the urge comes up?
I have guidance, I don't have resistance. No!
yeah, it depends on how strong the magic is. I mean, if it's as strong as I told you, I think it might be. No matter how strongly she tries to fight against it, she may not have the strength to actually resist it. The best option is to find someone who can try to straight up cancel the spell, dispel it, or remove it is a lot, I think would be a lot safer than trying to straight clash it with something else. Or I mean, since we don't know when it's going to happen, I think the only spells that would really help someone like defend against it are usually quite temporary, so they would have to just be sitting there all day long casting it on her.
What about something we would not have to monitor? What about something that potentially we could just put in her and let it run its course?
Are you talking about something specific? Do you have something in mind, or are you just speculating?
I mean, frankly, this would be new territory for me, but I have experimented in the past with suggestion chips. Is there potentially a way we could
What?
work with that? I mean, sitting in this room currently, we have a number of experienced magic users, a number of experienced healers. I kind of think it has some merit, at least assist, not to dispel. I don't think any of us could match whatever magic is controlling her, not even close. But maybe if we all work together, we could actually create something.
This is obviously not a normal hold person spell dominate spell, because those usually last a very, very short amount of time. And this is like an ongoing effect.
Hey Celeste, do you want to try something crazy or no?
No, she doesn't.
I did not ask you, Delanor.
No, I don't.
Alright, there we go. A fair answer.
So we're doing something crazy?
I don't know.
Can be no better option.
Listen,
Isolde, what's your opinion? Never mind. Celeste, continue.
listen. Clearly you realize what I am right now. I'm half elf. This magic, it's a charm, no? Whatever costs it must be extremely powerful to get past my elven blood.
Ooh. Like all the
Yeah,
effort that
that's
we're
true.
going through just for this one. I almost don't want to do this. Can't we just throw her into the portal?
Wait, what?
Nothing. Oh.
You sure nothing? Because I'm looking at your alignment right now.
Well, someone came to the portal. Something. No, wait. We're not allowed to say something because I don't know that part. I just know. No, I don't know any of this. I'm really confused about what I do know and what I don't know. Just ignore me. Ignore all of that.
I think Svetlana's having a stroke.
I am.
It's probably from being in a raven.
You hear Petra just cackle wildly towards the back. She's leaning against the wall.
Simo walks up behind Svetlana and touches her rope to her back.
What's the safe word?
I never turned it off.
Fair enough. What was it again? Oh, it's just sign.
I know exactly what this item is, but how would I
Yeah.
describe it in character?
I say Calipigian, and it stops glowing.
What?
Mr. GM, how would I describe what I'm speculating this item is in character? Because obviously
Well-
alignment isn't really a thing.
Well, it is a rope, and it lights up, depending on who's holding it.
Changes color. It's a pretty rope.
A rope used to determine the
It
someone's
has
moral bankruptcy.
it has nine modes.
It also sheds a little bit of light, right? It's like a 10-foot bright, 10-foot dim.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a light rope.
I don't actually remember what I called it.
I don't think you ever named it.
You named it the Axion rope.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
But yes, you have guessed what it is.
I'm not in the best mood right now to be helping this lady. If you can believe that.
Well, it's either we help her or Delanor cries all day for the rest of his life.
I'm not against him crying.
Excuse me?
This comment snaps me out of my stupor, and I breathe out a long sigh. Petra, stop. Okay. But I still don't know what to do.
Wait, she's never in the mood. Is that like double entendre? Is that innuendo?
Petra
Victor.
winks at you, Victor.
Oh my
I'm
god.
warning-
Oh my god.
I'm warning you.
I didn't say anything, dear.
Right. Certainly. Well, I have no ideas. I'm sorry. You do? No. Petra, not in the mood.
Anyone else then?
In what mood?
Oh god.
No.
Asima goes and sits down next to Pasha. Or is he sitting or standing?
He's currently standing in the
Okay.
doorway.
Stands next to Pasha and places her arm on his shoulder, or hand on his shoulder, and says, "Are you okay? Are you hurt or anything?
Um,
You were in there for a long time."
I just need some food.
I hand him one of my rations.
He bows.
Oh. There is a time and a place, Petra. I'm sure our guest, Celeste, is not here for that.
What's up?
But who knows? Perhaps some sensual healing like they used to offer in Lens is exactly what Celeste needs. I don't know. Oh, God. Torturing the poor boy.
Jesus Christ. Out of character, what actually are we gonna do next?
I don't know, that's up to you.
So,
That's what we're trying to figure out, but
We're in, well, another inn, right?
Oh, you're in an
Oh.
apothecary at the moment.
Ah, right. Are there any places nearby with like notice boards?
The town
Yeah,
square would have
I'll
one,
just
yes?
say it. I'll just say it. Are there any notice boards for side quests and the like?
In the town square there would be a notice board.
Would Isolde have seen this?
As you were traipsing around the town, yes, you would have seen it eventually.
Okay.
side
Are
quest.
there... Yeah, I had no idea of how to describe it in character, but whatever.
I would like to remind you all it is currently 4 a.m.
Oh,
oh, in the morning.
Remember we had
Yes.
rested and then went like late at night?
Oh, that is true.
Hmm.
We should probably be sleeping soon.
We just
The
slept.
thought-
We literally just woke up.
Wait, what?
We took a long rest and then we went to the place at like 11, so we've been up for maybe 5 hours.
This is also true. But some of us
would
also have
we
forgotten
all
as
happen? Would we all happen to be tired or something after the events in the mansion?
You have been up since about 10, 11 p.m., so
So 5
Right.
hours.
though some of you are suffering from exhaustion currently as
Yeah.
well.
Are there any members of the group that are obviously troubled by minor injuries?
I've got some health missing.
Same.
I am golden.
As
Right.
am I.
Please don't die.
Mr. DM, did
Ah,
Yes.
did the guy, Delanor's dad, is he in the room with us? Out of curiosity.
Not in the room, but he is in the building.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk to him as well about something.
Yeah. I want to talk to him as well.
We're all just gonna go
Alright.
on, but maybe we should wait until he's spoken up though.
Isolde,
Sorry,
Oh.
go on.
I would greatly appreciate your help dressing all of Celeste's wounds before we all tuck in for the night.
I nod. I also, out of character, suppose this would be the perfect time to use this feat for the second time, and I'm going to use this at every opportunity.
That is
Hope y'all like medicine buffs.
Don't use it with me.
Oh,
I have -2 to medicine.
Use it with me. Give me
Oh.
more medicine. Yeah.
Which pretty lady? There's many in the room.
Prettiest of them all.
The only one Mojo actually cares for is the one that's always half naked in a sense, and you can always see her back, and she has nice boobs.
That counts as 2 people then.
That's me.
Ouch.
What?
Which
That's
2
true.
people would that be?
Oh, Petra. Petra, you've let yourself go. Oh my god. I leave for like 3 days.
You don't control me.
It's just phase, mom.
Basically.
So, I assume that Victor would
What?
make
I'm sorry.
Well, my plan, if you were willing to follow, I was going to find the owner proprietor of the building. I was going to give him something, and then I was going to ask if there was a room we could occupy that is relatively sterile, being that this is an alchemical sort of place.
Alright, so you head down to the ground floor and you don't see anyone, but you do find a note on the front bench. It's from Gillum. He said, the note reads, I am down in the basement with my family and fellow townsfolk. You may sleep in the top floor. We have several rooms.
Before anything else, the trapdoor is still there, right?
It is still there.
Is it unlocked? Can I like
It is
open it?
currently unlocked.
I drop or I write a quick little note saying just thank you. I put it in a sack along with 2,500 silver, and then I close the door, and then me, Solde, and I assume Celeste, since I've still not let go to find a nice quiet room.
You'll have to explain to me how you managed to write a letter while having a hand on someone else, but sure.
My left hand and then my right hand, man.
He's
It's
very
fine, don't worry about it.
Ah,
Alright.
jeez.
He pops his eye out to be a paperweight, and then he writes with his other hand. He writes
This
with
is
his one
the
hand.
ingenuity of Victor.
That's fine. So you head up into one of the smaller bedrooms.
Yes.
Alright, Delano, how would you feel seeing people enter your old bedroom?
I'd just prefer not to sleep in my bedroom myself.
Alright. Well, they go into your bedroom. They'll probably find your porn stash. It's fine.
Oh.
Right, so you enter what appears to be a relatively untouched bedroom. Looks like there hasn't been anyone in here for quite a while. Quite dusty, but other than that, well maintained.
I'm gonna find a empty spot for me to rest in, and then fall asleep.
Alright.
I'm gonna make sure that I fall asleep somewhere where I can keep an eye on Petra and Pasha. I like Petra more so than Pasha.
Did I learn the frost rune?
Frost rune.
Yes. Because I have the other three.
Yes.
Okay. Time to add that in.
As you find a place to rest, Svetlana, you notice that Petra seems to be toying with Pasture in a come hither sort of way.
I just let her do her thing.
Alright.
When everybody's settling in, I go outside. And I take a walk around. I want to see if there are any horses or anything like that. Possible carts and stuff like that. Of the like.
How far do you want to wander?
I will wander for upwards to an hour and a half max.
Right. Give me a perception or investigation, whichever you prefer. You've managed to find a stable. There's a few horses.
Are there any like carts or wagons or something like that?
Whatever happened to
There-
our mule?
Sorry,
Our
someone
dog.
talking.
That would be outside the apothecary.
Well, yeah, but they're none in town or anything, like even. I don't know. Since we have a lot of people, I was trying to see. If not, that's fine. I was just asking.
No, you've got your donkey carriage, but there are 3 horses and a larger carriage as well.
Okay.
The stable hand is currently shoveling hay in a husk-like state.
I kind of, while I'm watching him, I go and I start trying to pet the horses, let them get accustomed to me. If look around, is there any food to give them, like apples or anything like that?
There is a bucket nearby with several not exactly healthy-looking carrots.
I don't want to get them sick. I take it and I run back to the place, and I see if Svetlana's awake.
Alright. Is Svetlana still awake after, say, 20 minutes?
Is Jackie muted? Oh, Jackie's muted.
Yeah, I'm muted. Oops.
Well done.
Yeah, I'm still awake after 20 minutes, making sure Petra doesn't scare the poor boy out of his skin. He's been through a lot today.
I come in with a basket of carrots, and I'm like, Svetlana, you had that spell before that purified the food, right?
Yeah.
Could
You want me to do so again?
that would be absolutely wonderful.
Okay, let me just find out how long it takes to cast. Oh, it's just an action. Okay. Oh wait, I can do it as a ritual if I wanna. We're getting long rest.
You're about to
anyways.
go to bed. So.
Yeah, I just.
I mean, you can.
I'll
I have
just
time.
drag it out for the RP.
I have the time, but you can.
Classes.
Alright, as you do that, the carrots regain some of their orange coloring. They look a bit better now.
Thank you very much.
It does not restore dead food entirely. The spell is crafted to remove disease and poison from food.
Yes, but usually, I mean,
Disease, poison
they're not quite
comes
dead
from
yet.
decay.
They're not quite dead yet, so I'm hoping so that should freshen it up a little bit. That was all I was looking for.
Don't rely on it in future too much.
Of course. I cast prestidigitation on it to like clean them. If they're a little dirty.
Sure.
And then I'll go back to the stable and I start trying to feed the animals and pet them and get them used to me a little bit.
Alright. They graciously start eating. It looks like they're pretty hungry. Seems like they haven't been fed too well. Like they've been tied up, so they haven't been able to wander too far. So they've just been able to dine on what little grass and hay has been lying around within the stable.
I make sure to like limit it so that they're not just like harfing it down. So I make them wait a little bit between carrots so that they don't get sick or anything.
Alright.
And then I want to brush them down and clean out their horseshoes and stuff. And at the end, and does a groom do anything while I'm doing all this? All right. Then at the end, I will look for saddles and stuff like that, and see if I can hook them up to the carriage.
Yep. Very easy. The saddle's just on the fences right nearby. So you apply those, and
Is it 2 for the carriage, or would it need all 3?
it is a 2-horse carriage. Yes.
Okay, so I get the 2 on, and I'll do something to link the 3rd, and I'll walk, and I'll just lead them back over towards the.
Just so you're aware, the carriage has a canvas top.
Okay, so I will walk them over to the apothecary area, and I'll find somewhere that I can tie them hopefully near grass or something that they can kind of graze on.
Yeah, there's a hitching post where the donkeys are currently set up,
Okay.
along with Pritch 2.0.
All right, and so I'll hitch them there, and then I'll go back in.
All right.
I'll do my thing, and I'll meditate.
Sure thing.
Donkey
What's
X.
about
Donkey
what about
divided.
the rest
Sorry,
of
go on.
you? Particularly Isolde, Victor, and Celeste.
Well, we're gonna practice some medicine. And just
All
we're gonna
right.
stitch her up, clean her up real nice, get her nice and comfortable for bedtime.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, give me the medicine check. You get plus
Yeah.
1 to it. All right. The language barrier is making it difficult for you to really get your point across to Victor. And it's not long before you take charge. Victor rather annoyed that you would step in and pull him away from his profession, as he likes to claim.
Very quick question. Are we technically leveling up after tonight?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to, at this point, can I roleplay part of my leveling up?
You may.
Okay. In my frustration over the language barrier, you see Victor in in a moment of insanity, you see him remove his non-bad eye, his other real eye.
I'll prepare the cure runes. Oh,
Yes.
And you see him in whatever mechanical thing, in whatever medicine way, in a very Victor way. He immediately replaces it with yet another mechanical eye.
do I still have that bag of metallic doohies and whatchamacallits?
Yes, you would.
Because if so, then if he has gone temporarily insane, and in character I suspect he has, then he might have just decided to take random bits of metal and machines from out of it.
Yes, he seems to be just fishing about in one of his bags for this procedure, let's call it.
Right.
I
I
prepped some stuff, man. Come on, I've been thinking about this for a while.
do
Yeah.
I need to cast
To
Cure
you, it looks
Runes?
like it's just one of his random bags. Surprisingly not.
Oh, okay. Hey, so I take it the exercise failed?
I didn't fail, but yeah, you were the ones who finished it up, not Victor. In terms of your boost, however, it did technically fail. But
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, well.
But you took over, so she's fine. She's not dead.
Well, that's progress.
It is.
Alright, Isolde, I do apologize for that moment there. I understand that may have looked quite bad. Do me a favor, if you could you, just so I can test something for my own sake. Could you please speak for me? For a
Alright.
sustained 30 seconds or more.
Um. Do I reply strictly in Infernal?
If that's the only language you know, then yes.
My name is Isolde Belmont. I taught medicine in. I taught medicine over in Teldrathis, the land which. I smile and laugh slightly. You don't need to know about. I don't know why I'm here, and even now I am cursing my decision to place this armor on.
Jackie's dying.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself again.
Let's see. I don't. Where was I? I don't know why I'm here, and even now I'm cursing this. Blah 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 blah.
Alright, Victor, how would you like to respond?
I would like to respond in Infernal.
Yeah, you would.
Well, that is wonderful to hear. Isolde. Thank you for
Dun,
taking part in
dun,
my experiment. That was very helpful. And also, I appreciate you not, I assume, letting me die if something went horribly wrong.
I paused for a moment, having completely not expected this. Well, what do you know? Real life writes the plot. Before. Okay, Okay, out of character, I kind of have to know. Is there like a mechanical explanation for how you can suddenly speak Infernal now? I'm kind of curious. Switch
Um,
kind of with Berry.
Nick, would you like to explain it, or
I
do you want to
would.
keep it hidden?
Uh, I'll say, still an Infernal. Isolde.
That was out of
Yeah.
character.
Oh, I know. I
Okay.
know. Isolde, do you happen to know any other languages?
Since I have come to this land, I'm told that I speak naught but Infernal. But
Well, that is
it
too
feels
bad.
as though it feels as though I have not quite forgotten Teldraffic.
I mean,
I
do you want to attempt speaking it?
hold a moment. Eis Dreg Kuhufu. My eyes were open. It seems as though I have not quite forgotten everything.
Alright. Victor. You've learnt Broken Teldrathic.
Alright.
Probably should have asked if that was even a thing. My apologies.
Ah, it's fine. Makes sense.
To be completely honest, this new craft on my body allows me to digest and comprehend languages that previously frustrated me to no end. You know, as someone who can't quite speak common, I could help you out as well.
Oh God.
Another time. It is late. Let us get some rest. I will watch over Celeste here.
I nod and leave from. I nod and leave the room, saying, "That would be helpful. Thank you."
Of course.
Right. Before saying farewell or something, and leaving the apothecary for a moment, I want to look at that notice board.
Sure thing. What is it specifically that you want to know?
Mhm.
Was
I
there
want to
anything
see if
particular you're looking at?
I want to. Okay, I can't really think of a law-friendly way to say this, so I'll just say it if that's okay.
Sure.
I'm looking to see if there are any side quests that correspond with Void Scent. Void Scent.
Alright, so looking at the notice board, due to the current situation that's plaguing the town, it's not very up to date. What you do find is a notice for a lost dog, a notice for a lost cat, and a notice for a lost person.
Only one of those things seems even slightly relevant.
The cat.
Definitely the cat.
Yeah, that's it. That's totally.
Someone's missing their poor cats. It's probably out in the rain. And all these people are like of different natures are just looking at it.
The kitten is alone, confused and defenseless. Oh, here come the evil characters. Right.
But yeah, nothing in
I
regards to Void Sun, unfortunately.
I have a quick look at the missing person post.
Sure thing.
Hmm.
Bring it up. Okay, so there is a young male, mid-30s, currently missing. His name is York. He supposedly lives in this town. He has not been seen in 3 weeks. However, you do know that this has been on the board for at least a week in and of itself, so yeah.
Hmm.
Let me just
Would
check
there
something real
be
quick. By the way, the rain starts letting up.
Oh, good. Would there be anything on this note that I would recognize as being? Would there be anything I would recognize the? I don't really know what you would call it. The signs of something
On the notice board itself,
on the poster about York's disappearance.
It was the person that posted it. Their name's down the bottom. Their name is Bridge. They appear to be York's friend. But apart from that, that's really it. I can give you a description of York, what he was last wearing, if you're interested in that.
No. I'm just trying to decide if Isolde should take the notice back to the group, but that would totally be metagaming, and I don't really want to do that.
It's up to you. If it interests us all.
It wouldn't.
Alright.
Well, refix the note to the board and walk back to the apothecary.
Alright then. Sir, is there anything else anyone else would like to do? Currently, Victor is in a room with Celeste. Lana would be shadowing the door.
I'm already passed out.
Alright. Alright, since I hear nothing else, we're gonna end the session there. With you all guys taking a full rest and reaching level 4. Congratulations,
Yay.
guys.
Yay.
Hey.
Can't believe I rolled the max on my health. I'm at 51 health now.
Well, didn't you get a nat 1 like last level or something? You
I
got something
did.
lower. Yeah. There you are. Balance. Stop music. Right, so
51
full
health
rest
is
from
a lot of health for level 4.
Mine's not balanced. It doesn't let it doesn't like me. I should just take the standard, like the given one. It'd be better. Next level, I may just do that because I can't afford to have a bad roll again.
That's fair.
I apparently get an ability score improvement.
Yeah,
Hey.
everybody
Yes,
should.
most of you would, yes.
Mm,
I went to 18 strength and 16 charisma.
Nice.
+1 to each modifiers.
So when you wake up
So,
after
sorry,
the
go
long
on.
rest, it will be when you wake up after the long rest, it will be 1 p.m. Well, the people that have to sleep 8 hours, the trances are gonna have free time on their hands.
I can't wait till I get brutal critical and use it with my runes.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be insane. Ooh, I like that.
Alright, I'm gonna stop recording.
So,
Sure thing.
okay.